math problems, whether it's specific area, perimeter, volume, things like that, okay? The difference between, and I'm just going to skip all that, the difference between a basic equation and a literal equation is that literal equations typically have all variables, right? Like the volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height, okay? There are no numbers there. That's all variables. So we're just going to kind of work from left to right and talk about what we would do to the first equation to solve it, and then how that's similar to the second equation. All right, so Dakota, on the first equation, I'm trying to get y all by itself. What should I do? Subtract 10 from both sides. Thank you, both sides. That's awesome. Y equals 45. Or I could write it as y equals 55 minus 10 if I wanted to, right? I mean, we know what 55 minus 10 is, but I could write it like that. Okay. Now look at the equation on the right. That says y plus x equals 55. I'm trying to get y all by itself. I want to solve for the variable y. So how do I get y all by itself? Subtract what? What is right next to y in the second equation? X. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. Look at this. Subtract 10 from both sides compared to this. We're just doing the same thing, except that instead of it being a number 10, we're subtracting a variable x. Same concept though. Y equals 55 minus x, which is very similar to this, y equals 55 minus 10, which we simplified. I just can't simplify this one, okay? All right, let's try it again. On the left side, how would I solve this equation? S minus 40 equals 85. Good job. Add 40 to both sides. Thank you, Aiden. So that means S equals 85 plus 40, which means that S equals 125. Okay. Now let's look at the right side. I'm trying to get S all by itself again. What do I need to do over here? Add X. You guys are getting it now. So S equals 85 plus X. Again, this looks very similar to this, right? I'm just replacing the number 40 with an X. That's all I'm doing. Are you okay with that? Okay. Now we're going to talk about two-step literal equations. I'm sorry. So look at this one. What should I do to solve for A? Add 13 to both sides. So I have 2A equals, I'm going to write it unsimplified first, 87 plus 13. And then what do I need to do? Divide by what? Yeah, divide both sides by 2. So A equals, well, let's see, 87 plus 13 is, divided by 2 is 50. Okay. Let's look at the right side. Trying to get A all by itself, what do I need to do first? Plus B, or add B. So 2A equals C plus B. And then what was the last step to get A all by itself? So A equals C plus B over 2. Again, this looks very much like this. Okay? So literal equations are no different than any equation that you've been using. What are you guys doing with the glue? I don't understand. Okay, what do you need it out for? Put it away. Kate, what do you need the glue for? Put it away. Just put it away. Okay. So another example of a literal equation, I'm just going to jump right to number 8. You guys should know how to do this. I'm trying to get x all by itself. I'm not even going to do this one. I'm just going to jump right to number 8. If I want to get x all by itself, what do I need to do to both sides? Subtract or divide? Divide by 3, because it says 3 times x. And the undo of times is divide. So x is y over 3. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. I'm going to freeze the screen, and you guys are going to do those 3. They are exactly just what we've done. Tell me when you're ready. Yeah. I'm going to find my copy of notes and give them to him if I can. That's what I'm looking for. He's got yours? Thank you. I had them. I just don't know where I put them. I had them because I scanned them. Went and scanned the answer keys. So I'm wondering if I left it on the scanner.
Is that the mistake?
What, honey?
Is that them right there?
Oh, probably. That is probably them. I'll go look. Okay, those are my answers. I said that number 9 is y equals 9 minus 2x. Number 10, I said b equals d plus c over something. I'm going to go look on the scanner.
Hey, bring the rock.
Stop messing with water.
I finished it. Kodak light.
No, they're not. I don't know where I put them. I have no idea.
Is that it?
And then the last one is p over v equals m.
Is that it?
No, This is paper, and then these are the note packets for absent kiddos. They're up here somewhere. I have such a tiny desk that I lose everything. I don't know. Thank God it's small. Okay, let's do an application question, making sure you understand the process. So D equals R times T relates to the distance that an object travels when you take the rate, the speed, multiplied by the time. Okay? So we're going to solve the formula, D equals RT, and all I'm going to do is get T all by itself. So how do I take this formula and make it look like T equals something? Divide R on both sides. So the distance divided by the rate equals the time. So the second question says, how much time would it take? How many hours? That's time. If a car travels 150 miles, that's my distance, at a rate of 50 miles per hour. So all we're doing is taking this and we're going to put it down here. D over R equals T. But I'm going to plug the numbers in. D is 150 divided by R, 50, and that'll tell me how much time it would take. What is 150 divided by 50? So T equals 3 hours. T equals 3 hours. Okay? So this is what y'all are working on for today.